Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
I'll never forget my first team dinner with the University of Wisconsin football program in 2015. We're sitting down eating, and all these guys are getting full glasses of milk.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, what are y'all doing?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio with Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
Look, I know Madison loves the marijuana, but good God, folks, it is too smoky outside. What have we done? What have we done outside, Matt Hamilton?
Well, so our friend out in the bullpen, as we like to call it here at the studios, Alex G.
Our favorite Alex.
Our favorite Alex was at the Milky Chance concert last night, which is at the Sylvie. So I think they probably just left the doors open, and that is the reason that we are in this current situation. State of affairs, if you will.
Wrong answers only, 844-770-3776. Why is it so smoky outside? Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton with you. This is Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light. The Mountains are blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light. I got a wrong answer.
Can I introduce Molly?
I mean, sure.
God.
Go for it. Introduce her.
So you guys fight because you're both M names and you just need to be the most popular M on the show?
I'm not going to be the most popular M on the show if Molly's on it. It's just not going to happen.
You might not even have the best M for the hair. You might not have the best hair on the show.
No, I don't.
Not today.
Not today.
I guarantee hers is cleaner at least, Mr. I don't wash my hair for a week.
I cleaned it today.
Oh,
we
okay.
washed it today.
Oh, okay. We
as in like me
Congratulations.
and my
Hey, that's
hands.
a nice morning. Oh, okay. It was a two-person job.
Both of my personalities washed my hair today.
Does Jen wash you in the yard like the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, just soap you up and spray you off. Don't come back in the house. Just spray you down in the yard.
It depends. It depends.
If you're in the doghouse.
Yeah, if I'm in the doghouse or not.
Alrighty. How are you said you had some bush photos for us today.
He showed me pictures of his bush earlier.
Great. Perfect.
What was that?
You showed me photos of your bush earlier.
I
right before the show.
did.
Yes.
All four of them.
All four of them. Olsen Toon did a good job trimming them up for you.
Olsen Toon knocked it out of the park. Speaking of trim, all the landscaping is edged out now. We got bark and stuff in there, mulch. It's looking.
I do actually want to
really
see
fresh.
some photos of this because your yard, to be honest, was a hot mess. So I'm curious to see how they cleaned that up and fixed it here. So Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown with you. Matt, go ahead.
Oh, my other wrong answer for why it's so smoky in Madison is the other day I gave you guys a recipe. I did a miso salmon. Today, Strofe tried to make it, and that is why it's so smoky in Madison.
Oh, there you go. 844-770-3776. Wrong answers only. That's not for us, Matt Hamilton.
Oh.
You got all worked up, Alex. He back out of his feelings because someone's typed in radio off in all caps, but that's not for our show. I was like, why would they turn the radio off this early? Maybe they're offended by the word marijuana. But 844-770-3776. Wrong answers only. Why is it so smoky outside? But also, why is it so smoky outside? Canadian fires? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so fires in Canada continue to burn, apparently, because I feel like this was a thing in New York when it looked like Mars a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, it looks crazy out there right now. On the drive-in,
It's hazy. Yeah.
I went down John Nolan. Everyone knows that iconic drive, right? Looking at the Capitol. If you just look a little bit to the right of the Capitol, you are looking like the longest way across the lake, the longest stretch. You cannot see the other side. Like Old Brick Park, not visible from John Nolan.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's so wild. So that makes me very glad that it's Tuesday and I don't have any golf or outdoor games planned tonight because I do not want to be outside right now.
Yeah, but seriously, you should take it serious right now. I mean, as we're on the air, I will tell you should take this smoke stuff seriously. I'm not even one that's majorly affected by it. I've been sneezing a lot, which is apparently a common effect of this. My kids are too. They have more allergies, and it's triggering something where I'm sneezing way more than normal because it is very smoky out there, and you should worry about and be careful about your health.
Something like right now, it's like the equivalent is being outside for 3 hours is the equivalent of sitting around a campfire for 1 hour.
So I had heard similar, but smoking 6 cigarettes.
Ah, okay.
And if you're not a smoker,
Gross.
not great. Alex Strofe, on the other hand, are you ignoring all of the warnings of don't do outdoor things? Are you playing volleyball tonight?
Oh, he sure
Well,
is.
so yeah, that's my plan at least.
I
but
think that's going to be canceled.
yeah, I mean, Honestly, that'd be totally fine by me. As I've told you guys on the show before, we're not great.
But then why would you? Then why would you just say we're not? I'm not going to play.
Well, it's one of our teammates' birthdays, so we've made a pact that we would all like him to drink
together?
an entire pitcher
Okay.
of Coors Light.
Okay.
So I think that's hilarious, and I would like to attend to see that because I feel like that's not an easy feat.
That is
Picture
true.
of Coors Light.
Yeah, chugging one. Like it wasn't good.
Okay. Yeah, that's not easy.
I'll tell you who couldn't do that. Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
That's
true.
accurate.
Quarterback for the New York Jets.
Do you think you could do it?
No. Even if I've never
I don't
been
think
like
I could either. That's a
I'm not
lot
a
of
big,
beer.
I've never been like a big beer chugger, like beer, what was it, the beer bongs, all that kind of stuff.
What's the most efficient way? Matt, I feel like you're the perfect
well,
guy
Matt
to
just
ask
won
this
boy.
to.
Beer Olympics.
Right.
So,
What's the most efficient way to chug a beer? Is it
No.
shotgunning?
Beer
Is it a
spear.
beer bong? What's a beer spear?
Well, also tell us about the Beer Olympics.
Okay.
And you had at Liney's gold medal
Pressure,
choice
pressure.
for your winning the Beer Olympics. So good. Give us the Beer Olympics story from this weekend and then share the tips on to how to be a beer drinking champion like Mr. Matt Hamilton. I mean, you got to run. Gold medal in curling, whatever. Now you got the BMW
Yeah.
Celebrity Curling Division Championship that you
Yep.
can hang up. Is that
Yep.
at the house yet?
Nope, not yet.
And is it just are they walking it here? Or
Well, so we basically talked about it for like a week, and then I got a text from the person who runs the event, and was like, "Oh, hey, what's your address again?"
Okay.
So I
gotcha.
figured that it.
Do you think your wife is slipping the money to lose this?
I don't think she is, but it wouldn't shock me. Like I would not be surprised by any means.
Did you get a trophy for winning the Beer Olympics?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's booty.
Yeah,
Matt
no.
Hamilton. So share.
Anyway, me and some friends every year, one of my good buddies hosts a beer Olympics for a small friend group. I think there's, I don't know, a handful of teams. I want to say there's probably 20 some people here.
Holy cow.
And we
We
had,
are all not friends, apparently. So.
well, I
We
mean,
weren't invited.
It's not my beer Olympics, so I don't choose
Okay,
the invites.
okay,
So
I got you.
anyway, I competed with a buddy. We did a random drawing for partners this year instead of picking your own. We just like pulled names out of a hat for your pairing, and I was fortunate enough to get one of my good friends, Devin. And the theme for Beer Olympics was historic duos. Mm-hmm. So we went as Brutus and Julius Caesar.
There you go.
So I have like a nice little like Roman outfit. I'm wearing like a toga. I got a fake sword that I killed my buddy Devin Caesar with like 20 times throughout the day.
What were some of the other costumes that people did?
So we were very loose with the rules. Like someone was Benjamin Franklin, and the other guy dressed up as a kite and
Nice.
tied a key around his neck. So that one was pretty good. Homer and Marge, Doc and Marty from Back to the Future, Sonny and Cher, and Sonny was played by a girlfriend, and Cher was played by a guy friend, so very funny.
Yes.
We just got to get into it. It's a fun little event. You know, there's beer pong, and we played Jenga. The favorite, one of the crowd favorites is Don't Drink and Drive, which you should never do.
Right.
But that's play Mario Kart. You play one race of Mario Kart, and you have to finish a beer before the race is over, but you can't drive your car and drink the beer at the same time. You have to set your controller down and drink the beer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like what we did as a two-man team, one guy would just go, the other dude just sat and pounded his beer immediately at the starting line, and then the other guy stopped at the finish line, finished his beer, and hoped that the other guy like caught up.
So quick pause. Does anyone here on the show play? Do you guys write anything on the Jenga blocks to like you can like basically you do certain tasks?
No, we
If-
do have a rule for Jenga. Like it's one hand only. You can only use that hand that you pull to place with, and you have to like take a sip before and after. And the other people are very adamant about like calling out. Because if you make the play, you'll penalize them or whatever. So that's like the idea.
So like the Jenga one is more like, hey, chug it. Like they write on it.
Yeah.
You pull this one out, you chug a beer.
Take
you
a
do
shot.
Yeah, that
Right.
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It gets, or there's like dares in there. And
Here's
stuff
the
like
thing:
that.
when you've got 11 events and they're roughly a beer an event and mind you, this is an entire afternoon. This went from like noon to like 9 p.m.
Yes.
But
No, I get that. I was just saying.
But like, if you're gonna add on
Yeah, no.
bonus stuff like that, it would be too much. If you're just having one drinking game and Jenga's it,
well,
right on the box.
Well, my wife and I, we realized that when we had kids, we're like, they're old enough to play Jenga. We pulled it out. I'm like, wait, we can't play this Jenga because not everything on there's like PG too. So it's like,
Right.
Well, never mind. We're going to get a new Jenga, and we'll play that in a few weeks because this one, I don't want to explain what's written all over it. So that's why I was asking. It reminded me that maybe we still have it at the house, but there was like a Jenga that was for adults only, for lack of a better word. So back to your Beer Olympics.
Yeah, so we ended up going through the round robin stage, and we're the top seeded team, so we got to choose the events for the semifinal and final, and we played beer pong in the final and able to knock it down. And this whole time, I was drinking the most delicious Leinekugel's Lemon Honey Light. Wanted a light beer. Also didn't want a beer that was like 5.5%, 6%. So Leinekugel's Lemon Honey Light's a 4% beer, good for drinking, good casual, hanging out for the afternoon, have a couple beers with the buddies, playing some beer drinking games. It doesn't get much better than that. Fortunately, though, Leinekugel's has a flavor for every moment, whether it's Beer Olympics, hanging out on the boat, sitting around a campfire, which you can just do if you just go outside right now. Leinekugel's has a beer for you. Remember, you got to be 21 years or older to enjoy it, and you can find it wherever you get delicious beers.
Did anyone in the Beer Olympics have children?
Yes.
How many of the groupings?
There was 2 people.
Out of how many?
With the same child, like a couple.
So, yeah.
One couple of probably like 14 couples that were, or 14 duos that were there.
I was just thinking, our lives are totally different.
but-
I spent my entire weekend at a soccer tournament with 3 children.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I went to Summerfest, saw the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, but like, and I had a Coors Light there, and that was fun. But like, my kids are a little bit older, and they're not, their sports aren't on the weekends yet. But I was just thinking more of like, in no way would, and it sounds fun, but if I wouldn't get a babysitter and go through all that just to go through the Beer Olympics and be hungover the next day, like pass on all of it. So in my head, I'm just
Again, I was really smart about it. I basically just used the restroom all day because I had so much water. Like there was no hangover.
If I didn't have kids, it sounds like an amazing time because there's also, Molly, this happens throughout the show where I'm like, now I know what people do when they don't have kids. And like, you think you're busy. You're like, no. You're not busy. Like, I got a busy weekend. I got to play Beer Olympics and I got to play golf. So no, you're
for
not
me,
a busy
your
week
hobbies.
because
Fortunately, the wife had things to do, so she wasn't competing at Beer Olympics. So she was able to go back and forth for the dogs and do other things because,
lucky her. Yeah.
I was not going to be able to just be out for like 12 hours, even with like just dogs. You know what I mean? So I kind of.
Dogs and children, such a similar thing.
I get it.
No.
Yeah, I love them so much, Jim.
Oh my God.
It's the same thing.
Just wait.
Tell me you don't have kids without telling me you
Well,
don't have kids.
look, this is debate around the house because I'm like, look, the dog, it's a dog. Like, she's part of, like, she's not a family member. She's a dog. There's a fine line I have in the house of like, that's why a dog can't go upstairs. Dog has space as she goes.
You know what?
The dog is a dog. The dog gets left behind and we take her to a really nice place, but we're not bringing her everywhere we go. We take her camping, but like, pets are pets. People are people. We, as people, should take care of our pets and love the pets, but they're not family.
I will say
That's
my
the line I draw.
mindset towards my dog has changed so much since having a baby. Like, I legit used to treat my dog like she was a baby.
Same. Flash was like my dog, literally, but also like that was like my best friend, like family. Now I'm like, this is not family. This is a pet. This is my family, my children. It's switched.
I'm like, my dog is now here just to like cuddle me when I want her and like go for walks with me, and that's like
she's great.
it.
Like there's nothing, still the dog.
I blame my upbringing. Pops told me every time I screwed up, he would tell me that's why Rufus is getting the inheritance, or that's why Lily is getting the inheritance. So maybe I just always thought dogs were people because
maybe Rufus is just like Dolly is basically the biggest baby out there. So like she whines and cries about everything all the time. So it's like I don't need a baby. We didn't want a third baby. Why are you being such a baby? So like that's kind of my whole big thing with the dog.
Fair.
She's afraid of everything, despite looking terrifying if anyone came in. But she is afraid of everything. There you go. Pitbull, afraid of everything. That's my dog. But she's sweet. I guess it's better than the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to get into Aaron Rodgers. I tried to do it earlier. I had a smooth segue. I forget how I got derailed on that one. To try to get to Aaron Rodgers and Hard Knocks. So we're going to talk about that next. Also, ice cream cakes and more about this smoky air. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
North and South Seafood and Smokehouse is the official barbecue and seafood and smokehouse of Rutledge and Hamilton. Make sure to listen every Wednesday for your chance to win a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse in Madison, Verona, and DeForest. North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Are you dreaming of a new look? Let the pros at 5 Star Painting bring color to your world, to your interior, exterior, cabinets, and more. We make it easy with online scheduling, free on-site estimates, and a dedicated project manager on every job. Uneasy about hiring a contractor? We know, we've been there. 5 Star Painting is customer-focused and quality-driven, exceeding expectations every time. Call or visit 5starpainting.com today. 5 Star Painting, a neighborly company.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-587-5063. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back, or even if you have years of unfiled tax returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-587-5063 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-587-5063 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-587-5063.
And now, a special motorcycle weather report from Progressive.
And today's forecast, expect a steady breeze with a 100% chance of twisting down those country back roads gleefully on your motorcycle. Some will want you, others will want to be you, and animals everywhere will yearn for opposable thumbs just to work that throttle like you do. Oh, nature's cruel design. That's your forecast. Back to you.
This has been a special motorcycle weather report from Progressive, where every day's a beautiful day to ride with 24/7 roadside assistance from America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance subject to policy terms and limits and may require comprehensive coverage.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
We tend not to think about right now, but right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. When you give to the V Foundation, 100% of your donation goes directly to game-changing cancer research. Victory over cancer is there for the taking. By you. Donate at V.org. Because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
You get shy, Matt Hamilton?
Frog in my throat. Just had to clear it quick before we got on the air.
Really?
I don't know. I had nothing to say.
Frog in his throat. That's your brand.
Foot and mouth disease.
Ew. That's disgusting.
What do you mean, ew? Foot and mouth disease. Do you not know what that means?
Oh, I was thinking of a daycare disease. You know what I'm talking about? Jim knows.
Yes, but that is
so, what it is, isn't it?
Can I share something with you? A former higher-up at ESPN Madison had that disease. He had a kid that, he caught it. It was the funniest thing ever because it was so on brand for who it was.
I can't be the only one that doesn't know what this is.
It's honestly like a rash. It's not like anything It's
it's a rash?
I thought it was that.
See, I don't even know that. I know that you get a fever, but it's
babies
hands,
get fever on
hands,
everything.
foot, and mouth?
Hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Eyes and ears and
But I think it's like
mouth
toys
and
not
a
being cleaned
nose.
at a daycare, right?
So, hand, foot, and mouth disease is common in children under 5 years old, but anyone can get it. It's not serious, but very contagious. And to the defense of the person who caught it, they had a young child who
I don't think so.
caught it at the daycare. But it includes basically fever, mouth sores,
Because
skin
Jim
rash.
has a young child and his wife ran a daycare.
But I'm not. It's not me. It wasn't me. That was the funnier part.
The way you've set this up, though.
Yeah, you sound
It's not
like
me.
Shaggy.
Fine.
It wasn't me.
Fine.
You said a former higher up.
Yes.
How does
Former.
that even make you think that it's
Yeah.
him?
Because he's a former higher up. He's the former program director of ESPN Madison.
I think I'm higher rated now than I was then. It's Ken Rovac. There we go. Market manager,
Oh.
general manager, Ken
Kenny.
Rovac. Anyone that knows Ken Rovac would know that this would definitely happen to him. But
Is that a HIPAA violation?
I was
Like,
just
don't know.
about to say that.
we talked about it. I mean, I swear we talked about it on the air then. He told everyone. It wasn't like a secret.
It is what it
also,
is, man.
It's not, actually, to clear that up, it's not, I'm not his doctor. Doctors can't.
Yeah. Well, what do you
Okay,
mean?
there you
Dr. Rutledge? Are you kidding me?
I just play one. But I am a doctor. I wasn't Ken Rovac's doctor.
What's
If
the
I was his
diagnosis,
doctor,
doctor?
he
Wait,
wouldn't have
why does
caught-
that give me like Joey vibes from Friends? Like I just play a doctor.
Yeah.
What's the diagnosis, doctor?
I just play a doctor on the radio.
Right. Well, you know what? Fire it up, because I'll give you the diagnosis. Because I was at Carbon World Health earlier today, so I can tell you about my workout as well.
What's the diagnosis, doctor?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Introducing the green and gold's worst nightmare, Dr. James Rutledge. Presented by Carbon World Health, where there is real doctors to help you achieve your goals in the new year.
All right, hand, foot, and mouth disease usually includes fever, mouth sores, and skin rash, commonly found on the hands and feet. Hand, foot, and mouth disease is common for infants and children younger than 5, but can be acquired or you can catch it as an adult. Usually symptoms run 7 to 10 days. And it did put our general manager at the time, Ken Rovac, out of commission. He had to skip a few meetings. He came into the office. We all stayed away from him. This was pre-pandemic, so like people just came into the office. They're like, well, whatever, just stay away from me. And now it's like, you're a leper. But rightfully so. He should not have come into the office then.
Well,
Luckily,
he just
nobody else caught it.
Had the itch to come to work?
He was the one. Yeah. But like literally,
Waka waka.
he literally loved coming to work in a suit, like got in a suit and tie with hand, foot, and mouth disease. It was like ready to work. And everyone's like, please stay away from all of us. Why
Man.
are you here?
Kind of a rash decision.
You are
Hey now.
It's
just
disgusting.
awful. But I worked out at Carbon World Health today. You can figure out if you got a pun for that. It was arm day.
Well, after we found out the correct pronunciation, I have no more puns for
semaglutide.
Yeah, tied.
Yes.
Not tight.
You're right.
Yeah, so that's it.
You just found this out.
We
Well, we
all
did.
just figured this
Yeah,
out.
we literally went like 3 months calling it glutite.
Well, I kind of like you were doing it, so, you know.
Not even.
Here's the thing. I
it's
immediately
written on
leaned
the
in with a
paper,
bit.
right?
I immediately leaned into a bit thinking he said tight.
Yeah,
and I said
I
to
know
keep
what your
glutes
bit
tight.
is,
Yeah.
but
So
okay.
we found it
to
no
keep
longer
the-
rhymes, so I cannot do that anymore.
I mean, you still can. I think.
I think you still do it.
I'll think of something equally good.
It's going to be gross. It's going to be weird.
Just go.
I
Fire
take
away.
the semaglutide. I am down about 13% body fat and about 30 pounds. So it is the first FDA-approved weight loss treatment. It burns fat, not muscle. Go ask Dr. Nestor Rodriguez about it, and he can tell you if it's right for you. And you can work out at Carbon Health. Because here's the thing: I've always worked out there, and I've always had like good muscle mass. But you know, you're 40 in your 40s. It's harder to lose weight. This is one way to do it, and so it worked for me. There are other options there as well. It could be hormone replacement that could also help you lose weight. So go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health and figure out how to get into the best shape of your life, just like I am right now. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Again, go to carbonworldhealth.com. That was Dr. Rutledge about hand, foot, and mouth disease. We did ask for...
How did we get to that?
Because Strofe said foot and mouth disease or something.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So he started it.
Strofe started it.
Yeah, but I wasn't referring to that. I was just referring to the fact that Matt says stupid things a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of us, Strofe, took us on a stupid route through hand, foot, and mouth disease. So
I did nothing of the sort.
you set this down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We did ask the question, wrong answers only, and you can chime in now, 844-770-3776. What is the smoke outside? Rutledge is an idiot guy. 8 chimes in. The Chicago Bears, hopes and dreams up in smoke. Rutledge is an idiot. And this is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown with you.
I don't know what set fire to their hopes and dreams, but it is always funny to hear someone dunk on the Bears. I don't know why. I just always get a kick out of it. Even if I don't really know what he means by it, it's still always good.
Yeah, of course.
What do you mean don't really know what it means by it?
Well,
just him?
Yeah, well, I don't know what. I mean, if anything, the Bears have about as high hopes as ever at this point in the last, 30 years. I don't know why their hopes are up in smoke right now, but I like it.
Okay.
I have hopes that, and I think realistic hopes that the Bears will be a better football team this year than the Packers. Winning the division is a different story.
Just the fact that Aaron Rodgers isn't in the division anymore, this division is infinitely easier.
Absolutely.
I mean, hopefully Jordan Love can fill that void that is left behind, but it's going to at least take a couple years for the guy to be even considered with Aaron Rodgers. He's got to prove it for more than one season, even if he goes out and balls this year. Got to do it for more than one.
Offensive playmaker-wise, the Bears have more as far as pass catchers, because Fields is a better quarterback so far, even with not having a great season.
Well, just the fact that he's played a season, that's all we know.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Well, and with season and a half, the other part of it, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, and then you also have Bob Tunyon.
There's an interesting...
and Chase Claypool as well. So, that's more proven players.
Chris Orr yesterday kind of telling us that he thinks DJ Moore is one of the most athletic wide receivers in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of scary. I don't like hearing that about.
So early predictions though, that week 1 game in Chicago, who's winning it?
That's tough because that's the first game of the year. I could see the Packers winning that one. It's the first game of the year.
See, I could see the Packers losing that one too. Though.
Oh no,
absolutely.
I can totally see them
losing
losing it. But I just think there's not enough stuff on Jordan Love right now. The Bears are just going out and just gonna be playing football. At least the Packers have an idea of what they're scheming against, because it's still Justin Fields. The defense is roughly the same. There's more knowns with the Bears, so the Packers can scheme against it. I think the Bears literally have to just go out and kind of fly by the seat of their pants with the game flow, because really nobody knows what Jordan Love's got.
I agree. That game is complete toss-up. Again, I think both these teams are probably 6 to 9 win teams, and so I think they're going to be very close. The Packers, on paper, have a more proven defense. It's weird. It's just flipped.
Yeah.
The Bears on offense, even the running backs, they're not obviously Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon, but Foreman, who came over from Carolina, Khalil Herbert, who had a really good year until he got hurt, and then a third or fourth round pick. That's not nothing back there. They have a mix of veterans and rookies. So, and the offensive line definitely goes to the Packers, though. Yeah. So the teams are just close for the first time ever, was my main point, but neither one of them, I think, are division-winning teams. But I want to get to the Packers, the Jets. The Bears were passed on, or they were able to get out of it as far as being a Hard Knocks team.
I feel like it's more of a get out of it.
Well, right. They didn't want it, so you're right.
That being said, of all the NFL teams in the league right now, this team that Hard Knocks picked is probably the most interesting one this summer.
Well, because of one player.
Yes.
Because otherwise the Jets are not interesting. But Aaron Rodgers on the Jets, reports out there, is that they are going to be living that hard knock life, and that despite them not wanting to do it, they're going to be, quote-unquote, forced to do it. So 844-770-3776. Are you going to watch Hard Knock Life? Or Hard Knocks, excuse me. Are you going to watch Hard Knocks?
Same idea.
Because here's the point. I haven't watched it in forever, but I will watch it this year. If Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are in it, I am definitely tuning in.
You didn't even watch last year with Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions.
Well, again, with social media, there was so much of the clips that I was just like, that's enough.
I caught a little bit of it last year. I remember watching the first one with the Texans, and then the other one I watched was the Tennessee Titans.
That wasn't the one of the Texans with J.J. Watt was horrendous, and I couldn't watch it after that. But there were other ones in there.
Was that the first one?
Cleveland Browns.
I don't know what the first one.
I thought that was the first one.
No, it's been around for a
while.
Well,
the first one I paid attention to, I think, was Houston Texans.
And the J.J. one, he was just so insufferable, I couldn't handle it. And so I was like, this show, I can't anymore. Because I remember one with the Cleveland Browns were in it, and their offensive line coach, every time he had a huge gut. Looked like he was pregnant. And every time he said hut, the gut would go up. And it was like a meme of like...
Oh, what was his name?
Well, and while you think of his name, there was another part of it here where my favorite scene in almost anything reality-wise, there's a coach going up to Carl Nesbitt, I think that's his name, or Nazip or whatever, and they go, your name's Carl? And he's like, yeah, my name's Carl. He's like, did your mother hate you? He's like, why? He's like, well, who has a baby named Carl? Like, and this whole bit, I'm like, how could you have a cute little baby and look at it and go, that's Carl? And like, it was
weird.
It is. There's a few of those names, like Bob. If you name your baby Bob,
well, I
think it's probably Robert.
And then it's Bobby as a baby.
Right, but I'm talking specific, and there's a kid in one of my kids' classes who is called Bob, and I'm like, why?
Bob Wiley, by the way, the name of that Browns coach. I've got the video on in front of you.
Yes, you can
synchronized belly.
So that's
I remember this.
Yes,
Okay.
Not great for the fans out there. So Bob Wiley looks like Santa Claus if he just had a mustache and lost.
Kind of looks like a, what's
his
that
way.
animal?
Walrus.
Yeah.
Walrus.
What
If
is
a
he
walrus came to life, that's Bob Wiley,
Yeah, it's
offensive
like-
line coach for the
I
Cleveland
will
Browns.
say, just a couple years ago, the Cowboys Hard Knocks.
Here.
The Cowboys Hard Knocks. Did you guys watch that one? It was like
I feel like I saw bits and pieces of that
It was
one.
Mike McCarthy's like second year with the Cowboys, and it was really good too. And because it was Dak Prescott coming off the injury, so I don't know. I'm a big Hard Knocks fan. I love that show. I think it's so interesting to like get a peek into like the NFL and training camp and all of it. I love it.
All right,
Love
so now I want you to elaborate a little bit. Tell me why you're excited or not excited for this one with Aaron Rodgers, right? Like, you're a Packer fan.
Yeah.
Been a fan of the team for a while. You're a fan of Hard Knocks. Obviously, Rodgers rubbed you the wrong way kind of at the end of his tenure here in Green Bay. Is that going to push you away from Hard Knocks? Is that going to push you towards it?
No, I'm for sure going to watch it. I'm just kind of conflicted on how I want Rodgers to be this season. Like, do I want him to be good? Do I not want
How
him
do
to
you
be
want him
good?
portrayed on Hard Knocks? Like, do you want him talking about, like, this crazy stuff? Or do you want him
I
trying to
don't
be
think-
like a normal guy?
What crazy stuff?
Yeah. Psychedelics, that's normal. The way he was talking about it, totally
I'll take
normal.
psychedelics.
I don't know. I almost think that they won't even like address that stuff, and it'll more so be him being like, "Oh, I'm so excited to be in a new environment, a new place that's fresh
It's
and
4
feels
nights
good."
of complete darkness.
Like it just feels like I just imagine him doing that kind of, I don't know, just
that spin.
subtly like
Yeah.
talking negatively about the Packers. I think that's kind of what's going to happen. I think that's going to be interesting. But I think a lot of it, and I think what's going to annoy me is him just being like all buddy with all these new guys, and like he's with all these young guys that he goes to basketball games with. Like he's just going to be all best friends with them, and that's just going to be annoying. But I am going to be really excited to watch it, I will say. Like, how can you not be?
I don't know. I'm super stoked. I cannot wait.
Well, because you're going to fanboy. You're going to get your
Yeah.
popcorn. You're going to put your Aaron Rodgers jersey on.
But do you
you're
still
gonna
like
grab a
Aaron
Coors Light.
Rodgers?
Yeah.
You still like him?
Yes. I think, first of all, he's great at football.
Can you, wait, no,
It's
but,
gonna be
but can we
enjoyable
just,
to watch him play
just give us the real reason
What?
why you like Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I mean,
All right, just be honest
I
with
met him
everyone.
and he was nice to me, and that's all it takes.
No, I get that. I totally get that.
Well, that's all it
fair.
takes.
Yeah, but I just want everyone else to know. But like Matt is just he thinks Aaron Rodgers is his friend, and so he's going to root for his friend.
No, but I get that. Like when
That's
you meet
some booty,
somebody,
Jim.
when you meet somebody and they're a kind person
He still
to you or
follows
something.
me on Twitter.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, because Twitter's real life.
Oh, I
He's a
mean,
complicated fella.
he deleted a lot of people. I
Well-
made the cut.
Did you say anything about him?
No,
Okay.
not good or bad.
So made the cut.
You just ignore him. That's what he wants. Just ignore the guy.
does
he
not
does
wanna be
No, he
ignored.
does not want to be ignored. That is a lie.
By me. Probably.
Wait, so are you rooting for Rodgers when he goes to the Jets? Well, he is with the Jets.
Here's the thing. He's in the AFC. I hope he does as good as he possibly can. If he ever runs into the Packers, which there's only going to be one potential game for it, then I hope he loses. I hope he loses 100-0, and I hope he stubs his toe when he wakes up in the morning.
Wait, are we aware that
And gets out of bed.
this loser has a blue check mark, Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, I'm sure. Plus, Elon might have just gifted it to him because he's like,
Yeah, I think
we-
anybody
we
over
agree.
a million kept it. Anybody over 1 million followers kept it. Didn't have to pay for it.
Is that true?
There's plenty of people who don't have it over 1 million. Like, so maybe they asked not to have it because there's plenty of people.
Yeah, like I don't know how many followers.
You might,
I'm just looking
you
at
might
his
have
follow
having an
list.
option. I'm not.
Mercedes Lewis still has it.
You're not quite there yet.
I'm not a somebody. They took that check mark away real fast. Didn't even get it.
Clay
option.
Matthews and AJ Hawk.
I look it
still
up here.
have
Like,
it.
I know that initially LeBron James was asking not to have it. So
Novak Djokovic still has it.
okay, because well, again, you're kind of listing people who would be into it. So
Simone Biles?
Okay, there you go. No, maybe they just left it on there because there were people who were like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be considered a loser to actually be someone who pays for the blue check mark.
Right.
And yes, you are.
If you're paying for it.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're cool enough that even Elon Musk is like,
That doesn't
we're just
mean
gonna
that does
give
not
you the
make you
check
cool.
mark.
That actually works against you.
No, I would keep the check mark if they were just getting.
But
let
I
me
wouldn't
have
say
it
it because Elon Musk thinks I'm cool. Like that immediately.
I guess
ends-
that's you're right.
What does Joe Rogan think of me? Because like I would say if they don't think I'm cool, then I'm cool. Like that's how I would define myself.
Oh, nice.
If Elon Musk and Joe Rogan think I'm not cool, then I feel really good about myself.
Perfect.
Yes.
Good.
I think.
They might.
I hope not.
Well, no, they might think you're uncool.
They don't think of me at all. That is
That's
for
probably
sure.
right.
That is for sure. I know they don't think of me at all. But I think a general rule of thumb: if they think you're cool, you should rethink your positions.
Well, you know what I do think is cool, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
I know.
And
you
I'm
should
so
rethink that
stoked
position
for
too.
this. I don't know. We'll see.
Do you think?
Let's see if your opinion changes after Hard Knocks. Because
Yeah.
what if he just
I mean,
annoys you? He's gonna fall more in love with
If he
him.
builds a volleyball stadium and embezzles a bunch of money from a welfare
Can we?
group,
Have we
I will
posted the question
turn
at
on.
Alex Strofe? I want to ask you. Don't post it. I want to ask more. And I guess you can be the judge of it. Maybe this is too inside. Will Matt Hamilton fall more in love with Aaron Rodgers after watching Hard Knocks?
I don't know about a Twitter poll, but an on-the-air poll, that's fun. Because I
Okay.
think the answer is
Can we run
definite
simultaneous
yes.
polls? Can we put that one on Jim and Matt and put the other one? All right, so we're going to put that one on Jim and Matt, and we'll put the Are you going to watch Hard Knocks if the Jets are on it? And the answer to both these I think will be yes for most of it. Matt Hamilton will fall. It'll be like Rose and Jack.
Oh.
Don't ever let go. Don't ever let go, Aaron.
That's just going to be a shame when that season finale rolls around.
Yeah, you're going to be left at the bottom of the ocean by your boy Matt Hamilton,
I
or
don't
by your
think
boy
so.
Aaron Rodgers. Yes,
Well, we'll see. We'll find out.
he already left the Packers at the bottom of the ocean.
The Packers left
I just
him.
love the Titanic
Packers
references.
left
Oh, the
him.
Packers left him now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Packers
Doesn't take two
stayed
to
on
tango,
that
does it?
board, and they just let Aaron Rodgers,
The
Jack
Pack-
just slip down into the
Packers hit
depths
the
of
iceberg.
New York.
The Packers hit the iceberg. Is that what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Love was the iceberg. The Packers steered
Well,
that ship
that's
right into
exciting
it.
for Packer fans going forward. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. That's where Aaron Rodgers used to go when he was a winner 12 years ago. But winners go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So do better than Aaron Rodgers. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Over $65 million in jackpots so far this year. Go be a winner at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team. Vote at channel3000.com. People really like this show.
Olson Toon has been customizing both residential and commercial outdoor living spaces since 1997. Matt Hamilton here from ESPN Madison. For over 50 years of combined experience in their management and design teams, Olson Toon has become one of Wisconsin's premier building and landscaping outdoor living firms. Landscaping and maintenance, irrigation, concrete work, pools, and more. If you have an outdoor living need, Olson Toon is here to help. Go to olsontoon.com to get started on your home project today. That's olsontoon.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison athletes seeking elite training this summer need to get started today at Total Athlete Performance. TAP is here to serve and educate the serious athlete with speed, agility, and semi-private training options. Summer sessions are now available in both Windsor and the new TAP facility inside the Verona Athletic Center. Also access remote training plans anytime, anywhere with the Total Athlete Performance app. Visit tapwisconsin.com for sign-up info, including monthly payment options. That's tapwisconsin.com.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Stoughton Hospital and the Ortho Team Clinic. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee. So the goal for me is always to see patients who want to get back to their active lifestyle. The techniques that I use now allow patients to return back to their activities, including sports, faster than ever before.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Carbon World Health.
What the hell is Aaron Rodgers doing here? Is what many people might be saying on their televisions. According to multiple reports out there, Jets are bracing for an involuntary Hard Knocks assignment. It sounds so aggressive.
Well, I mean, I feel like Hard Knocks is a big distraction. Like, it's great for fans, but I feel like there's very minimal benefit for some of these teams. Like, you have so many teams who are turning it down that there might be a benefit of exposure, but some of the teams clearly are willing to pass on exposure for this. So, yeah, it's an aggressive statement, but it's an aggressive move. Like, the NFL is saying, sorry, Jets, you have to do this.
He's Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge. Molly Brown with us. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light, live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. Will you watch Hard Knocks if the Jets are the team? Yes or no? That is our Iron Jock poll question. Again, you can chime in 844-770-3776. You can vote at ESPN Madison for that poll. We also have a secondary poll. Since Matt Hamilton has a man crush on Aaron Rodgers, we are also asking the question, will Matt Hamilton fall more in love with Aaron Rodgers because of Hard Knocks, or will he fall out of love with Aaron Rodgers because of Hard Knocks? Molly, I don't know your relationship with Aaron Rodgers, but you're welcome to hop in and answer both those.
My relationship with Aaron Rodgers is complicated. I feel like
Is that like a Facebook? It's complicated?
For sure. Okay, that's exactly where I'm at.
He's a complicated fella.
Exactly. It's just like I don't hate him, but I don't love him. I'm not salty that he left the Packers. I don't really care. Like, I don't think the Packers and him were going anywhere whether he stayed or not. But in terms of the Hard Knocks thing, I'm absolutely going to be watching, but I don't know how this team and how that whole franchise could be so salty or upset about Hard Knocks covering them. I get it. There's like the Hard Knocks curse and all that, whatever. But like, you got Aaron Rodgers and his list of teammates for the attention. Like, you wanted the attention to come to New York. You did all of this to get the attention on your team, and now you're mad that some cameras are going to be following your team doing exactly what you would be doing without the cameras? I don't get it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, yes, New York was doing this to win a Super Bowl, not necessarily get into the media's eye. It was obviously going to happen when you have such a high-profile guy like Aaron Rodgers, that you're going to be in the center of the media's like world for a little bit. You got to look at it like I don't think Rodgers is going to be distracted by the cameras, but you're going to have rookies who have never even experienced an NFL preseason and camps, and all of a sudden now they're going to have to deal with like the ESPN aspect, the camera aspect, and like I don't know how it all goes for those situations, but I've done some shoots where there's going to be situations where a cameraman might be like, "Can you do that again? I want to like shoot it from this angle."
I don't think that's the case with Hard. I don't think that's the case.
I don't know how much that goes.
I don't think that happens
because there's a lot of times where like, we're just going to shoot some B-roll of you. Like we did one for that one on Peacock where they did our curling thing. We went and golfed. They asked me to take like 2 of the same shot because they wanted a different angle of something, and it was like, you know, it's different. It's totally different. I don't know how it's going to be run there, but like to say it's not a distraction would be disingenuous because it's definitely going to be a distraction in some fashion.
Yes, I think it's worth pointing out, with all due respect to your curling thing, Hard Knock will have a lot of cameras, and I do not think they ask anyone to do anything twice.
Right.
Like, it is very much they have the cameras there to catch everything as it's happening. We are asking you, will you watch Hard Knocks if Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are the featured team? 844-770-3776. We're also asking you, wrong answers only, what is the cause of the smoke outside in Madison? Daryl in Deerfield chimes in. I'm guessing that the smoke emulates normal vision of the Brewers hitters. And Ryan in Madison chimes in. The smoke in the air is from Matt LaFleur blowing up Jordan Love and his hopes and believing that he's actually good. So basically Matt LaFleur blowing smoke about Jordan Love being good. Those are our 2 wrong answers only right now. 844-770-3776. Wrong answers only. What is the cause of the smoke outside the Everlight Solar Studio here in Madison?
I saw a car on fire yesterday. Maybe that's why.
Maybe
go on.
It was weird. Like it was.
Yeah, it's typically pretty weird when you see a car on fire.
Well,
where
just,
do you live that it's not normal?
I don't know. It was just like on the side of the highway. Like there was just a car on fire. There's like 5 firefighters just like spraying the thing down.
They were putting it out. You didn't just drive by like a car just on the side of the road in flames. You're like, sucks to be you. Boom. Gotta get home.
No,
well,
but
what's Molly gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're not supposed to flee a scene of an accident to like help. I feel like you should at least like pull over and make a call. But not in Molly's case. Clearly they're being taken care of. But if you saw a car on fire, you might want to at least pull over and make a call.
Do you think?
Yeah, if
it
was like 1 a.m. and I was the only car on the road, yeah. There's like 1 million cars on the road at like 3 p.m.
But that's the whole reason why if you get in an accident, you're not supposed to, or not even if you get in an accident, you don't want to leave the scene of an accident and they need you for witnesses or to make a call, to be a helper.
It's true. That's fair.
What would you do if you saw a car on fire, no responders there? Would you, how close would you park to the car?
Not close.
Not far away, but like, hey!
100 yards.
Like, would you, what? I wouldn't even know what to do. I would think
at least
that's like
get my
a ploy.
phone out and call.
Okay.
And be like, hey,
yeah.
911, I just passed.
I've done that. I hit a deer one time and called. I was like, you might want to get that off the road.
I was going to say, do you even call the police when you hit a deer? I don't know.
It was left in the highway. So, yeah, I just kept going.
Was it alive? I'm always curious if animals are still kicking.
I was driving pretty fast. So I was going, I was on Highway 53 up northern Wisconsin. So I was probably going 65, 70. So I wasn't stopping to see if it was all right. Just hit me. It ran into the side of my car and I just kept going.
You just call it. Get your boy.
Yeah. Rudolph's on the side. If you can go pick him up.
Christmas is canceled.
Come get your boys.
Let's get out to John and Madison on the smoke in Madison.
Hey, guys. I was calling in about Hard Knocks. I'll absolutely watch it. And for the Jets specifically, I don't think it's going to be a distraction. You can jump on YouTube, and they're doing Flight 23 right now. They're already recording themselves. So there might be a few extra cameras, but they're already filming themselves and making a spectacle out of the whole show with Rodgers as it is.
That is very true. Thank you, Rob, in Madison. I don't know why you, John in Madison. Well, you know what? I got his name wrong, but you got his topic wrong because they said he was on smoke. Was he on fire?
I could have sworn that's what he told me.
Are you on smoke right now? Jeez. Marijuana. Hey, man, what do you want to talk about?
Hey,
I want to talk
man.
about Hard Knocks. All right, smoke, man.
All right, smoke it is. I'll send you through. Thanks, bro.
Strofe is suffering from that contact high from all the smoke outside. Matt, you love the folks over at Iron Jock because they got that no stink technology, which we all appreciate.
Absolutely. It's Wisconsin's finest apparel, made here in Wisconsin, and that's obviously why me and Jim are such big fans. It keeps us feeling fresh all day. It's made with that silver ion technology. The silver ion, that is what kills the odor-causing bacteria and stuff, and things of that nature. So you don't have to worry about smelling bad. You can have some of the best products Wisconsin has to offer. You can go to ironjockjoc.com and you can get your Iron Jock gear today. If you spend over $75, you can get 25% off with code FEST23 in honor of Summerfest. The first 80 orders will receive 2 tickets to Summerfest. And while you're out there, go visit Paul of Iron Jock. He's running the hole-in-one challenge out at Summerfest right now. $10 for 3 golf balls. You hit a hole-in-one, you get $5,000. Pretty awesome little game. All brought to you by Wisconsin's greatest apparel, Iron Jock.
Can I just say, Jim is wearing an Iron Jock shirt right now that's like ombre. On point.
Yeah.
Great color, everything.
And it's good.
I love that
It's a good
Molly
fit.
is here because she's the only one of the 4 of us that would know the color of your shirt.
Yes.
I would say red.
It's like an ombre red.
I
it
would've
like
said red.
fades to a different color.
See, I would say
call this my
heathered
red polo.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a heathered
But
red.
now it's my ombre polo.
You're looking good, hombre.
Thank you. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. After some flipped commitments and losing out on the state's top 5 prospects in the class of 2024, the reaction to Wisconsin football's recruiting continues. Former Badgers linebacker Chris Orr was on Rutledge and Hamilton on ESPN Madison earlier this week and said there's no reason to fret.
I think every program anywhere wants to lock down their state. You know, it sounds great on paper, but at the end of the day, you want to get the best 25 in. I don't think there's a need to panic. I don't know where the panic is coming from because honestly, you just want people that fit the culture.
Pella's window and door design options are virtually limitless. Customize your order by August 31st and you could bundle and save big at PellaWI.com.
Matt Hamilton here for Iron Jock. Believe it or not, being an Olympic curler takes a lot of practice time on the ice. And despite always being cool, I still work up a sweat. That's why I love Iron Jock and their no-state technology. Silver ion technology is the how behind why it works, and that is about as technical as I can get with it. What I do know is that if I'm on the ice or just wanting to look good, I know Iron Jock has t-shirts, polos, and hoodies for me. Support this Wisconsin-based company today and get gear at ironjoc.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Jim Rutledge here to tell you about X Golf Madison, and the most important thing that you need to know is that X Golf Madison is for everyone. I golf there. Whether you're a seasoned pro, a new golfer, or in between like me, X Golf Madison is going to be fun for you. They have a full bar, excellent service, great food, and the most advanced and accurate golf simulators in the world. You can play one of their 50 courses available, take lessons from a PGA pro, hit the driving range, or even join a league. Stop by their East Madison or Middleton location today, or visit them online at xgolfwisconsin.com.
With summer in full swing, now's the perfect time to head to the ballpark. Score great deals on great seats from our friends at Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN. Every crack of the bat, every diving catch, every heart-pounding play. Experience it live, in person, from the first pitch to the final inning. Vivid Seats has a huge selection of MLB tickets, and they're the only ticket company that rewards your purchases. For the best selection of 2023, shop now. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
At Progressive, we love sports and saving you money, so we bundled them together.
2 seconds left on the clock, third field goal range, and it looks like he's going to go with a 5-iron. No, wait. The quarterback is skating back on the ice. He's talking with his caddy. They're pulling the goalie. He skates off the fairway as the kicker lines up his putt. It's a breakaway! They've bundled their home and auto insurance with Progressive. Touchdown savings birdie goal!
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Stoughton Health provides comprehensive and compassionate care to Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From our sports rehab facilities in Oregon and Stoughton to our renowned ortho team with Dr. Ravel, Stoughton Health can help. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
Major League Baseball on ESPN Radio.
A walk-off
opening day.
Hammer to left field. See you later. Mike Trout, how's that to start the season?
Until a champion is crowned at the World Series.
The Houston Astros have won the World Series.
Major League Baseball is on ESPN Radio.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Medicine.
I haven't gotten word or anything like that. I know there's several teams that would love for Hard Knocks to be in their building. We're just not one of them.
Too bad. Robert Saleh, no relation to all-time leader in sacks, UW history. Tarek Saleh, who should be in the Wisconsin Football Hall of Fame or whatever, Athletic Hall of Fame. It's actually ridiculous. If I'm Tarek Saleh, I'd take it personal at this point.
Yeah, I mean, J.J. Watt and Monte Ball, part of the class this year. Maybe they'll add Tarek.
Very deserving, those two are. But so is Tarek Saleh.
Absolutely.
They just have to figure out how to get Tarek into the Hall of Fame. Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, Jim Rutledge with you. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. We are asking you, are you going to watch the Hard Knocks if the program, if the Jets are the team? All reports have the Jets being the team. We also have two different poll questions going up. Our Iron Jock poll question is basically, will you watch Hard Knocks if the Jets are the featured team? 58% of you say yes. And then we also have a secondary question about Mr. Matt Hamilton. And it is dead on 50-50. Will Matt Hamilton fall more in love or out of love with Aaron Rodgers? Right now, it is 50-50.
I'm going to vote on that
I appreciate that. I feel like most people, maybe some people are like, he's finally going to open his eyes and see. And that's why.
And you don't. I'm not saying you need to, like, hate Aaron Rodgers. I just don't know what's likable about Aaron Rodgers.
Again, you just have to be nice to me once, and I'm going to be in your... I'll have your back.
There you go.
From like then on, until you prove
until you unfollow me on Twitter.
Yeah,
right. If he unfollows you on Twitter, will you then not be such a fanboy?
I would assume it would be because of some of the clips that I post with you and me, and you just
so you just blame
dunking
me
on him. Yeah, I still would be like, oh, that's Aaron. Just doesn't want to hear Jim.
Well, so how does that make you feel, Jim?
Yeah,
that
I was just gonna say,
Aaron Rodgers potentially has watched Rutledge and Hamilton.
It makes me upset that he has not unfollowed Matt yet because of it. Like, it makes me want to try harder to open people's eyes.
The harder you try, Jim, I'm just going to push back harder. I'm just going to love him more.
I know you are.
I'm like that teenage kid. You're like, you can't date that person.
But I will
just gonna love him more.
So I want to give my kids have at times a very high opinion of me because my youngest Magnolia has now asked me 4 days in a row to trick you into becoming a Bears fan by arguing with you. And I was like, I love you, but like I can't just make Matt be a Bears fan. So either she thinks I'm super smart or thinks you're very like you could be manipulated.
I am pretty malleable.
Because she is like convinced that I can make it happen.
No, I mean, you're not going to get me to flip off the Packers, but
I think two things can be true, though. I think you can be intelligent and you can be led in certain ways.
Yeah.
Have you met me?
You're easily led in certain ways, but you only have one of those two things.
Yeah. I'm intelligent and I'm an idiot. How's that work?
God. He said it so proudly, too.
Yeah. Do you disagree?
Can I ask a question here? Speaking of intelligence, what are some good like hashtags like on Wisconsin, We Are Marquette? Like,
Go Pack Go.
Go Pack Go. Like, there's good team-based, like, bear down. Like,
the Tighten Up. UW Green Bay's is Rise with Us, which I think is great because they're the Phoenix.
And there's like UW Milwaukee is United We Roar.
Yep.
So
I saw Jordan Lopnow put that on Twitter. Is that what you're referencing?
So, no, I'm referencing, which seems like you have, like an NFL team has a marketing department. Look, we have a marketing department here at ESPN Madison. And I'm just saying to Carolina, if you were going to give the Carolina Panthers a hashtag, what would it be? 844-770-3776.
Well, they had that giant cat last year. Remember that?
No. 2 years ago, but yes.
What? Where are you going?
Like, they got to have something with, like, a cat. Exactly, like hashtag. No, not hashtag meow. That's weak. I don't know, something like growl power or something. I don't know. Why?
Man, I'm not sure what I would do for Carolina Panthers.
Would you pick Keep Pounding?
Hey now.
Because that is the Carolina Panthers' current hashtag. Keep pounding.
Don't love it.
It's trending. I don't think it's trending like, hey, what a great hashtag.
Maybe that's why they did it.
Do you need it that bad? Do you need the...
If you're the Carolina Panthers?
You need keep pounding?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Well, hashtag get taller. I mean, you have other things is my point. You don't need the...
Nah, you know what? I think this is going to get you blowing up on social a lot more than Bryce Young is.
Rutledge is an idiot guy chimes in with pretty good. That's better than keep pounding.
That's what the Niners should do.
Yeah, why pretty good? Exactly. My mind. Okay, yeah. But
I was
my
the
mind
Purdy
went
Fort
to
Atkinson,
Purdy.
Wisconsin. I went to Purdy High School, and we were the Purdy Panthers. Not high school, Purdy Elementary. We were the we were the Purdy Panthers at Purdy Elementary in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
That's actually pretty sweet,
right? Panthers is common because somehow I am now in Oregon, the Oregon Panthers.
Yep.
And the colors black and orange are very common because Cedarburg and Oregon have the exact same colors.
Do you think for the color rush game, the Carolina Panthers should go pink and they can be the Pink Panthers? And they can just do that whole
That'd be kind of cute.
I think it's a good time for a break, Jim. What about you?
Yeah, I guess we can go with that. This is Rutledge and Hamilton. But before we go to break, I accused you earlier of maybe partaking in the smoke in the air, but maybe you were sipping some spirits from your good friends.
I wish. I haven't yet today, but I certainly will later. My friends at Door County Distillery locally produced, handcrafted, and award-winning spirits. You can find them wherever you get great booze. Just check out their website to find the retailer nearest you. That's DoorCountyDistillery.com. And while you're on their website, check out those cocktail recipes. They've got this list. I always call them secret. They're not a secret. Everybody should know about it. The secret cocktail recipes on their website, DoorCountyDistillery.com. We made the Gin Blossom Martini, Lavender Martini. It's terrific. It's the drink of the summer. I recommend you check it out. And that gin in that great green bottle, oh, baby, you got to pick it up. DoorCountyDistillery.com to find the retailer nearest you. Or check it out on Highway 42 in Carlsville if you're heading up to Door County for the long holiday weekend. DoorCountyDistillery.com. That's DoorCountyDistillery.com. Rutledge and Hamilton back in 2 minutes.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here. For close to 155 years, Leinie's has stayed true to the Jacob Leinekugel's vision for combining German brewing traditions of his homeland with innovative spirit of his new home here in Wisconsin. Today, you'll find that spirit alive and well inside their wide range of German-inspired beers, from shandies to IPAs, Weiss to Bocks. They've got the beer for any flavor and any moment. You'll find me out on the water this summer drinking some nice summer shandies from Leinekugel's beer. You must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Hey, this is Craig Karmazin. Join Kyle Wallace and me every Sunday morning for Sunday Karma on a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Yeah, it is. I'm Alex Strope, your Sports Center update, brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. Experience the Trans Am Speed Tour live and in person July 7th through the 9th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule over on their website. That is roadamerica.com. roadamerica.com. ESPN NFL analyst and former NFL quarterback Dan Orlovsky joined Wilde and Tausch this morning across ESPN Wisconsin. Talked about a bunch of things. Jordan Love, the Packers defense, Matt LaFleur's relationship with Joe Barry, but also dropped this little nugget as Dan Orlovsky talked about maybe he has some aspirations in coaching.
You know, I've had conversations with Matt about it, you know, of going out there. So I had some conversations this offseason. It'll always be something that I'm interested in.
That Matty references Matt LaFleur about potentially joining the Packers staff. Find that full interview on Wisconsin On Demand or wherever you get your podcast. The Brewers back in first place after a win over the Mets last night. Those two teams go back at it in New York tonight. It's a 6:10 first pitch between the Mets and the Crew. Rutledge and Hamilton continues now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
You got the shell.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton with Jim Rutledge and Matt Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
Shout out to some of the moms on Instagram for that one. I think natural cake or normal cake is gross. Ice cream cake is the only cake that I think is like worthy of being eaten.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio. With Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
You know, out of context, that Dan Orlovsky shouting out moms on Instagram and then talking about cake
some of the moms
can really
on Instagram.
just throw you off. Like, what is happening right now, Matt
Shout
Hamilton?
out to some of the moms on Instagram.
Keeping with what is happening right now.
I don't know what's happening.
Shout out to some of the moms on Instagram.
Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, Jim Rutledge with you. Are you on Instagram, Molly? Are you
I
a mom
am.
on Instagram? There you go. 844-770-3776 is how you get into the show. Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
We're live from the Everlight Solar Studio, taking hashtags that are better or different than what the Carolina Panthers are using, which is hashtag keep pounding. Daryl in Deerfield chimes in, keep pounding sounds like something Zion Williamson might use.
That's amazing.
Inappropriate.
Josh and Madison chimes in, hashtag meow kitty meow.
You didn't even come up with one, so
I
you can't
know.
even judge anybody.
I know. Okay. Meow.
Wow, that Zion text is the text of the week
Yeah.
so far. Front runner.
Yes, absolutely. If we did that sort of thing, I don't really have a text of the week thing. So, but we're just going to crown their ass. That's what it is. If you want to crown their ass, Alex Strofe.
They are who we thought they were.
I can't believe you have that, but you don't have Matt Hamilton
Drawing a blank.
drawing a blank. No,
There is not
pause.
a lot of things more satisfying than watching a bush.
But then you also have, which you still haven't pulled, where he pauses for what, 10 seconds when asked about his
Closer to 20.
if he would get remarried if him and Jen don't work out. Like,
Was your answer yes or no? Now I'm curious.
No. It was basically how it went.
Pat from Madison chimes in, hashtag kitty go meow. 608 chimes in, hashtag Panther no panth. I don't know what that means. And yeah, we got some more chiming in there. Also, Zach Wilson would also use the hashtag keep pounding. What athletes would use the hashtag keep pounding?
Jim.
844-770-3776. We don't have to read them.
This
But
is a slippery slope.
A-Rod, not Aaron Rodgers. The other A-Rod. Correct?
Alex Rodriguez.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah,
His
he
gift
just
baskets.
does gift bags, yeah.
Baskets. Come on, not bags. This is a kid's
He's
birthday
not
party.
cheap.
He is a classy fellow. He gives out gift baskets. So does Heinz Ward. I think I've shared that story before. I knew someone.
Ward. I haven't heard that one.
But share it
So
again.
I'll share
It's
it
a
right
good
now.
one, yeah.
I knew someone down in Florida who was a friend of a woman I was dating. They're from that area, and she, early in Heinz Ward's career, had an evening, a rendezvous, and a tryst with Heinz Ward, and he sent her home the next morning. He was gone in a limo with a gift basket in it.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so Heinz Ward, gentleman.
Gentlemen.
Because I guarantee you're not doing that, Matt Hamilton. You didn't do that, did you?
Send my wife home with a gift bag.
Or anyway, no. You sent her home with you. What a prize!
Yeah, exactly. The best gift bag. Arguably.
Unbelievable. Yeah, definitely. Arguably, definitely. Probably something to bring
Make
up.
a case for it.
You can make a case for it. You can make a case for a gift basket.
Yeah.
What's in the gift basket?
Touche.
What would you put in a gift?
Cheese curds?
Yeah, Matt Hamilton. What would you put in your thank you gift basket?
Well, you guys know how I love those Grenades gum. Definitely a packet of Grenades gum.
Now, wait. Is that offensive?
No. Just
It might be.
You ever watch Jersey Shore? Grenade is not a compliment.
Oh, right. Well, not like that.
And gum, like a double entendre there.
No, these are just things that I think they would appreciate, you know? Not necessarily need.
Well, what about like
a bag of cheese curds? Just because it's Wisconsin, state of Wisconsin, that's me. You'd probably get a Coors Light in there. A nice. What is that?
Are we feeding him lines
That is
right
the
now?
worst.
Here's what I would put in my. I would put in like some sort of gift card to our good friends at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I would put in
That's
like.
what I'm saying.
But then she wants to use it with
Yeah,
you.
that's sending the wrong idea.
A Shipton Chevrolet, like oil change. I'd put in something for Carbon World Health. I mean, some Coors Light.
See, definitely
some
Coors
Central
Light,
Standard.
Probably some whiskey of some sort. I'm definitely throwing in a bobblehead.
yourself?
Yeah, for sure. A Matt Hamilton
This is
bobblehead.
a trophy.
Remember him.
This is a trophy for
Yeah.
climbing Mount Hamilton. You get my bobblehead to remember me.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe maybe a bush from Olsen Tune.
Some Iron Jock gear.
Yeah, man.
A lot of
Iron
things more
Jock
satisfying than
Anti-stink.
watching
There's
a bush.
Yeah, Matt, you got grenade gum, anti-stink clothing, a bush.
my bobblehead,
Cheese
my
curds.
bobblehead, and some cheese curds. Yeah, I think that it.
A bobblehead.
Strofe, are you sending them home with like a gift package of like Door County Distillery and something from Condon, or what are you doing?
No,
Oh, that's sending
as much
way
as
the
I
wrong
love
thing
Diamond
to
Jim and Condon
But like a
Jewelers,
nice
that's
watch?
sending the wrong
A watch?
idea.
But if you're sending them
the wrong idea.
home, I don't think there's a wrong idea there.
Yeah, maybe like a bottle of gin from Door County Distillery. I don't think that sends the wrong message. But if I'm buying her like a bracelet, I think that's sending the wrong
If you're
idea.
giving them a gift basket and you're not there, sending them home in a limo, I
All
don't
right,
think they're
but
getting
I
the
don't
wrong
know,
message.
Why are we setting it up like I wouldn't be a scumbag when it comes to these gift baskets? I would give you like a pre-made breakfast burrito.
You made it?
Yeah. That's been in my
on like a paper plate?
No, like it wrapped in tinfoil. It's been in my fridge for too long.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I would go scummy with it because I don't want to send the wrong idea if it's a one-night stand, and I'm not Derek Jeter or Heinz Ward. You know, I'm a sports
So
radio
like
producer.
like a bag of like Skittles and M&Ms.
Yeah,
mixed together.
Skittles
Yeah.
for sure. I always have a bag of Skittles.
Mixed together. So she gets pissed when she
Strophy go to Condon
What the hell's in
Jewelers.
this bag?
Strophy go to Condon, get a watch, and it just right on the box. Time to go.
Molly.
You guys, I don't have any experience with this. I don't know. What do you think I
mean? Like I do.
Like any of us do. What would you put in the gift basket?
Matt does for
Yeah,
sure.
okay, I thought about it, but I don't have any experience with it.
I don't know. What would I put in it? What do you think I would? Like legit. Flowers to say bye? Like
Flowers.
I don't know.
To a
So
guy.
sweet.
No, that would be very nice, Molly.
I don't know.
Rutledge and Indian guy chimes in with Gatorade and contraception.
Hey now. Hey now.
See, I can't say that. Like
or a
my
day
way.
or a day late contraception was specifically.
Jesus.
So
Gee whiz.
Molly, flowers.
What the hell are we doing here?
Molly, it was Molly's question.
Yeah, my
She's on
question
the
to you
show.
guys, I'm not supposed to be answering it.
Flowers is fine.
Have you been on this show before?
None of us are anywhere close. I am 16 years removed from it. None of us are anywhere close. Nor did I give anyone a gift basket.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm giving gift baskets. Like, thank you. I'm saying thank you for having me. Thanks for having me over. Here's a gift basket.
You have a lovely home.
I'm sorry. Like, that's basically, I'm sorry. Here's a gift basket. Thanks for having me over. Don't tell your friends about this. So.
This is a gift basket in exchange for your silence.
Rather than an NDA, it's just like an Iron Jock T-shirt.
Yeah, so this T-shirt's like, so we have an understanding, right?
And a watch and a watch that runs slow. So.
Oh my God.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
You can drive cutting-edge design. 2023 Audis are on the lot and ready for delivery. Take advantage of 4.99% APR financing for up to 60 months on select new 2023 models. See dealer for details and exclusions. $18.87 a month per $1,000 finance. No down payment required to qualify buyers through Audi Financial Services. Offer ends June 30th. Stop in to test drive today. Check out our website to see the current inventory and our monthly specials. The search for your Audi begins and ends at Zimrick Audi of Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Drive yours today.
Welcome to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. May I take your order?
I'd like 9 windows, please.
Of course. All our products are custom made just for you.
I'm hoping they'll match my home.
Of course they can. Have it your way.
Excuse me? We're talking about windows, right?
Yes, we customize any decor. Our design options are virtually limitless, even more customized than your coffee.
So, you're like my personal barista for windows and doors.
Exactly. And you couldn't have picked a better time because if you customize your order by August 31st, you can bundle and save big.
Good deal. That was easy.
Thank you. Drive through.
Pella's premium wood windows and patio doors feature distinguished craftsmanship and nearly endless possibilities. Bundle and save when you customize your order by August 31st at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit PellaWI.com.
Former NFL player and Rose Bowl champion Tarek Saleh here for Carbon World Health. Carbon is much more than just another gym. They offer the best recovery in the area. Some of my favorites include red light therapy and cryotherapy. Improve your athletic performance, fitness and training results, speed up muscle recovery and reduce pain, and boost your mood with these simple and non-invasive treatments. Visit Carbon World Health today and ask for the ESPN Recovery Package. That's Carbon World Health.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America. Make the most out of your summer at Elkhart Lakes Road America. Bring the entire family out to experience the Trans Am Speed Tour live and in person July 7th through the 9th. Kids 16 and under get free general admission to all Road America season racing events with a paying adult at the gate. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Road America, America's national park of speed.
The happy hour at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton is still Madison's best kept secret, so shh. From delicious appetizers to amazing drinks, and of course the ambiance provided by that Horseshoe Bar makes Ruth's Chris Steakhouse a must-go-to. From cocktails with friends, networking happy hours, or just treating the family, and everything in between. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton has everything you're looking for. So the next time you're looking to treat yourself, go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. And remember, it's Madison's best kept secret. Shh.
Mike Greenberg.
If you and I meet as adults, I shouldn't know when your birthday is, and you shouldn't know mine. Hahn was in here yesterday. Alan Hahn, it was his birthday. You know who didn't tell me that? Alan Hahn. Cam just said to me as we're coming out of break, give Bubba a birthday shout. Let's get that out there. Why? Like we talk about these things like we're still 9. Am I wrong? Who here thinks I'm wrong?
Greeny, weekdays noon to 2 on 100.5 ESPN. You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by X Golf in Madison and Middleton.
I need your love. You got me burning up. I think I'll call you Mrs. Valentine. So eat me alive.
We're all calm now, right?
I have reined it in. I've reined it in, brought it back together.
I don't know that I have.
Yeah, Stroh's still
Yeah, he's giggly back there. Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton with you, Molly Brown as well. Alex Stroh behind the glass. We're all in the Everlight Solar studio. This is Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. We have Daryl Deerfield chiming in. Funniest segment ever. And if you missed it, you can listen back. Wisconsin On Demand, Apple, Spotify, any of those great places. That's brought to you by our good friends at Revive Restoration. RevivePros.com is the website. You have smoke, water damage, mold remediation, asbestos issues. Contact our friend Josh at Revive Restoration. RevivePros.com is the site. Let's throw some stones.
The guys think they have the answers to everything.
I'm the best there is.
People like me. So it's time to put them to the test.
That's some booty, Jim.
You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
It is time to throw some stones here on Rutledge and Hamilton each and every day. I scour the interwebs to figure out what the heck has happened. In the last 24, I've got questions. Jim, Matt, and Molly will attempt to have answers. I'll score them throughout, and at the end, we'll crown a winner of Tuesday's edition of Throwing Stones. I want to start with this just because I'm curious on everybody's responses. So Ryan Seacrest was named the new host of Wheel of Fortune, replacing the legendary Pat Sajak on the nighttime day show. Which one are you bang?
Did you say the nighttime day show?
Yeah, which one is it?
Game show, I meant to say. Game show.
Is it a nighttime show? Because I feel like it was always on at like 5 o'clock at my grandparents' house.
6? Jim, what did you at? Legendary Pat Sajak?
No,
formerly legendary. No,
did he do something?
He's just gone off the rails for a while now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a loony bin.
Oh, okay.
So he was legendary. Now he's just cuckoo, and he's been weird on the show for a while. If you Google it, like
I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune in years.
Either have I, but I knew like he's like everything. Pat Sajak's bizarre Wheel of Fortune behavior. Pat Sajak's super cringy. So like,
all right, Ryan Seacrest replacing the super cringy Pat Sajak.
Yes.
But I don't care about Wheel of Fortune because clearly none of us watch it. Matt Hamilton, if you were to host a game show, what would the game show be?
Oh, man. What would the game show be?
It can exist. You can make it up. I don't care where you go with this.
It exists. I want to host Double Dare. Back when I was a kid on Nickelodeon, they had the show Double Dare and Family Double Dare. It was so much. It looked like so much fun. I always wanted to be on that show. That's what I would do. And it looks like fun. I'm not a serious host. I don't think I could do like a Wheel of Fortune or, something like that. It would have to be a game show that was like very fun and jovial where I could go off the rails, like our show.
All right, Molly.
Okay, so first, let me just say, beyond hosting a game show, I want to be, is it Vanna White? Is that her name?
Mhm.
I want to be the one that clicks the letters.
Got a little crush on Seacrest or what?
No, not at all. I think he has way too many jobs. Like, I don't even know why he's doing Wheel of Fortune. I think it's dumb. But to just go click all the letters, I would love to do that. Second, the show that I would love to host is Family Feud. I freaking love Family Feud. I think it's so fun.
You recognize this ding?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I love it. But, we even got the home version of Family Feud, and it's so fun. It is so fun.
Family Feud's a good game.
And I'm really good at it, so that would be my choice.
I had Family Feud written down because it just seems like so much fun to host. And Double Dare, one of my favorite things as a child. Absolutely love that show. Great documentary, I believe, on Hulu about the 90s. It's not expose. It's just talking about how Nickelodeon blew up and Double Dare is one of them, and how beloved that show was.
I loved Legend of the Hidden Temple too, but
Yeah.
apparently
I
that was
used to love
an
that.
absolutely terrible experience for everybody that was on it.
So I will go with The Price is Right. Also looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
How that game show still exists is beyond me because it still looks like the set is from 1972.
Well, you see, they filmed their last episode on that set yesterday.
I didn't even know that.
There you go.
I would want to do The Price is Right, though, because that looks like a lot of fun. It obviously is a historic show. Every child I don't know if kids still watch it, when you're homesick.
I mean,
that's
you
the
have to,
only,
right?
That's their prime audience. Is again, one of those things that young children,
Stay-at-home moms, young children who are sick.
The stay-at-home moms are busy. It's retired.
Well,
folks.
no, but that's one of those things that's just on while you're doing your stuff. That's like background music almost. No, you're not sitting and watching that show. That's just kind of on. You hear
I'm
it.
just saying,
and you
good parents would just have music on, not the TV on.
I
The
was
kids are
gonna
gonna be
say-
locked into the TV.
I must be a terrible parent because when I'm at home, I just have Real Housewives on all
There
the
you go.
time.
Right,
so that
it's
makes me
background
really bad.
music.
But I will say that my mom, close to retiring, she definitely records The Price is Right. So I
Records
think
it,
she's
even
in
better.
that, she's
Even
in that
better.
demographic.
TiVo's
I
it.
just watched it with her.
Video VHS.
Yeah.
Right back.
Strofe,
All right.
next stone.
Next stone is National Ice Cream Cake Day. Dan Orlovsky, ESPN NFL analyst, you heard this a bit ago, was on Wilby and Tausch earlier today and had this to say about ice cream cake.
Shout out to some of the moms on Instagram for that one. I think natural cake or normal cake is gross. Ice cream cake is the only cake that I think is worthy of being eaten.
Jim Rutledge.
Yeah, I'm texting my wife right now. Can I bring home ice cream cake tonight? Because I love ice cream cake. But
is it the best kind of cake?
I think so. It was ice cream cake or cookie cake for me when I was a kid. There was
cake?
but there was a store, an original
Oh,
cookie
yeah.
store, in the mall,
Like a Mrs. Fields kind of thing.
Yeah, and they would make a really great cookie cake. Now, Walmart sucks, and and obviously a horrible cake there, but that's a bastardized version of it. It used to be really
Right,
good.
yeah.
But an ice cream cake sounds amazing. I kind of want one now. I try to talk my kids into it, but they don't know what they are. But they like, and they're old. They like the buttercream frosting. I'm not a big cake person, honestly.
Right.
I don't really. Yeah, I'll say it like this: I can take or leave cake, but an ice cream cake, I'm in.
Yes.
Also, isn't it easier just to ask for forgiveness from your wife for bringing home an ice cream cake rather than
Well
asking
said,
for
Molly.
permission?
That's a good point.
Well said.
I'm just going to bring home an ice cream cake.
Molly, you're a legend.
Just edit the text.
It's also not a big. I had to say. I was literally typing it. It's also like she's not gonna be. It's just be more of like, why are you bringing home this horrible food for us? But we're all gonna eat it.
Right.
Just one of those things. Like, what are we doing?
It's fair enough. So, for the most part, I agree with Dan Orlovsky. The thing that I disagree with is I still like regular cake. You don't get a physique like this without liking all types of cake. Not being judgy about which one you're getting. That being said, ice cream cake is goated. And don't get me wrong, everyone had their first DQ ice cream cake at a birthday party, and it was great. Do yourself a favor. It takes a day to prepare because you need to let it refreeze.
Oh, here we go.
Make your own ice cream
This
cake.
guy.
It's so good. It's the best. You can dominate what Dairy Queen puts out if you make it yourself. I promise you, it's not even hard. You buy all the ingredients already done. All you got to do is put them together in a bin and put it in the freezer, and then you have an ice cream cake. It's really that easy.
You're talking about probably the same one that Dan Orlovsky had talked about on Wildy and Tosh earlier, which was
Shout out
the
to
ice
some
cream
of the moms on
sandwiches.
Instagram.
Shout out to them. Which was the ice cream sandwiches, Cool Whip, ice cream, blah,
Right.
like that whole thing.
Yeah, so you mix your Oreos in a fudge layer just like you normally would. Put your chocolate ice cream down, that middle cookie layer that every Dairy Queen cake has ever had, and then the vanilla on that. And then when you take it out, you can do your whipped cream frosting and frost it like a normal cake. But yeah, ice cream cake is goated, especially this time of year. It's hot. It's warm out. You don't want a room temp piece of cake. You want something cold.
Side note, do you ever think about eating cake other than for a birthday?
Just have cake. You know what? This feels like a cake day. No, I don't. But I feel like there's enough birthdays around. You get your cake fix once a month anyway.
The nice thing about having kids, at least for my kids, it's two girls, they like to bake. So Friday, Nola on Friday, they made a cake. So there's just cake in the house. So
Nice.
it was just finished up last night.
Yeah. So that's what we got
and
for
now
Brett.
you're going to bring home an ice. Oh, yeah, you might get in trouble.
Yeah.
But that's all
the
right.
thing.
Just ask for forgiveness. You'll be fine.
It's summer.
I'm with Molly on that. All right, last one for you guys. I was driving home from the station last night, and I let the intrusive thoughts win.
Okay. Do we need to have a chat? Are you okay?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So I was right diagonally behind, and they were in the left lane of the car ahead of me at a stoplight with the prettiest dog leaning out the window, and it just made me so happy because it's summer and I love dogs, and he just looked so happy. But do dogs just instinctually know not to jump out the window? Because
No.
I know that they all do it, right? Every dog owner opens a window, their fur is flying in the wind. It's so freaking cute. But has there ever been a dog that jumped out the window and got injured?
For
Matthew,
sure.
what's your thoughts on this?
My stupid older dog Moose got halfway out a window one time. He was on a leash. Now, granted, normally it was totally fine. He was not a puppy. I mean, he was young. He was a year, but we had taken him in car rides plenty. There was a couple dogs outside that were playing, and he was still leaning out the window, and we approached a stop sign. When the car came to a stop, he tried to go.
Well, the car came to a stop before he did it, though.
Yes.
So, I'm more asking if the car's moving.
Oh, I don't think. I
feel
think
they
they're
have a
smart
sense,
enough
but
to have that idea.
I will say, we say this about Dolly. She is as smart as she is cute, and she's adorable. So if I was going to bet on a dog jumping out the window, it would be Dolly. But we all know that I just absolutely abhor. I just cannot stand having the dog in the car. Only time we ever do it is when we go camping, and I do not open the windows up and I buckle her in so she can't go anywhere.
Doesn't the phrase you just
buckle
said
the dog?
Doesn't this phrase you said make her really smart? Didn't you say she's as smart as she is cute and she's adorable?
No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's
She's
what I
as
thought
dumb
too.
as I'm sorry. She's as dumb as she is cute.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's confused. Got it.
But
Wait,
anyways,
how do you buckle your dog in?
I
It's
bought a
just
thing
sitting
so I have a seat
harnesses.
cover,
You can
and
give
I
harnesses.
buckle her in, and the kids are on each side of her. She doesn't get anywhere near the windows, and she doesn't move out of the spot because I don't want the dog. I don't want the dog hair in the truck.
I
If
hate
she's
the
sticking her
dog
head
hair.
out the window, dog hair is gonna be everywhere. When we get home from camping, it's vacuumed out. I want no evidence the dog was ever in the truck.
Oh my gosh, my cars are
I
disasters.
cannot stand it.
Oh,
It's
man.
also
got some
very
hairy dogs.
But also,
I
why
just
I would.
have accepted dog hair as just part of me now.
Your dogs are amazing, but I had a Walker Hound that had short hair, and now it's a pit bull mix
Yeah.
short hair. I can't stand
do a
dog
long
hair,
hair
so
dog, yeah, fair.
not gonna happen.
My dog doesn't even try to look out the window. She just hides underneath my seat because I think she's traumatized from my driving. Because I'm not kidding. When she was a puppy, she was really good about riding with me. She would sit in the front seat, so cute, perfectly fine. All of a sudden, we were driving for a while. I stopped at the gas station. She just threw up all over the front seat. And now, ever since then, she just hides underneath my seat. So I don't have to worry about my dog jumping out of the car, but
because you got your dog car sick.
I did. I feel kind of bad.
We have a Jeep, and in the back she'll climb like a Jeep Grand Cherokee. But she'll climb. We put her in the back, and if the kids aren't in the back seat, even if they are, she'll try to climb over and over the back from the back of the what would you call that area? The storage area in the back of a Jeep. She tries to climb into the front. It's very annoying. She's falling over because she can't do it. Her legs aren't long enough. She's hanging half over. Right. And they're trying to push her back, and it just smells like dog. Yeah. It's just
all right. Well, I'm glad we got that off our chest, Jimmy. You feel better?
I do. I will complain about Dolly all day, every day. If
all
you
right.
want me to.
First person to tell me who won the College World Series last night is our winner today.
Wake Forest.
Wrong.
LSU.
Oregon.
Nice job, Jimmy. You are the winner today.
I just knew Wake Forest was number one in the country for a little bit.
They did not make it to the finals.
I thought Oregon at least got to the playoffs, right?
I don't know. I know it was LSU, Florida for 3 games over the last 3 days.
So here's how I know is I follow Laura Rutledge on Twitter. Her husband, I think, played ball, and he would be the Rutledge. He played ball for LSU, and so she tweeted about it.
Now, there you go.
Wait.
Randomly saw
Small
it.
world.
Her maiden name's not Rutledge?
She's married to a man named Rutledge. Yeah.
Not you, though.
Not me. I wouldn't call myself a man. I would call myself the man. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team. Vote at channel3000.com. People really like this show.
Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home. Roofing, windows, gutters, siding, and decks. Can Legacy do it? You bet. Better prices, better warranties. Legacy always makes it easy. Go to legacy-exteriors.com. Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home.
The Prairie Athletic Club offers more for your money than any other health club in the area. Train in CrossFit, Pilates, hot yoga, and over 150 group fitness classes organized per week. Or upgrade to the PAC's new Platinum membership for unlimited access to these sessions, along with Training Zone and Boot Camp classes. Then get outside at the Dolphins Cove Water Park and the Prairie Pines Golf Club in Sun Prairie. Call, stop by, or visit prairieathletic.com today. Prairie Athletic Club, family, fun, and community.
Badger football tickets are on sale now. A new era of Wisconsin football kicks off this fall, and now is your chance to be there when Coach Fickle and the team takes the field. Don't wait. Order your tickets today and make plans to be part of the best game day atmosphere in college football. For more information and to purchase your Wisconsin football tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. The season kicks off September 2nd, so don't wait. That's uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
The inaugural ESPN Madison Open presented by Coors Light, Monday, July 17th at Trapper's Turn in Wisconsin Dells.
Hey, it's Alex Strofe. The inaugural ESPN Madison Open is coming up quick. Monday, July 17th at Trapper's Turn in Wisconsin Dells. All day of proceeds benefit the community around the Children's Hospital. Learn more at espnmadisonOpen.com.
The inaugural ESPN Madison Open is also brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, Iron Jock Performance Apparel, Sunday Paper Marketing Agency, and Country Financial.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, home of the Big Win and Madison Casino Guru, is transforming guests into winners. Making an ordinary day into a big win day is easy with a 95% average payout. And with over 140 daily jackpots, the number of people winning has never been bigger. So what are you waiting for? Escape to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison for your next big win.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm Vice President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
I'm not having any fun. I'm not feeling so alone. For once, every voice is like a low. Dead gunshots fired and the words get spun like a web. I'm not having any fun. I'm not having any fun. And she sleeps, but not with me. She always ends up in my dreams. Get on the wrong train, driving her insane. I'm taking the blame.
Rutledge and Hamilton. Matt Hamilton, Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown with you, live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Presented by Coors Light. Alex Strofe, behind the glass. What's on your mind, buddy?
So we have a tweet into the show as we were having a conversation about Ryan Seacrest and Wheel of Fortune and Price is Right. We have a tweet from a wonderful lady by the name of Kathy.
Yes.
Oh,
She says, "This is Molly's mom. I tape and watch Price is Right because I like Drew Carey. It is a happy show, and I worked in retail previously. So interesting to see what I remember price-wise. I need to go in person, as I win a lot."
When did my mom work in retail? Do you guys ever find out like that you never knew anything about your parents?
Yes.
Like, do you ever think
Yeah, but not on the radio live.
Also, like, I'm sorry, it's just adorable that your mom's just, like, listening live and interacting. Like,
he said Kathy,
I
and I
love
immediately
her.
thought it was my mom. So
Your mom's name is Kathy?
No, don't we start?
Yep, that's my mom.
when you were gone, Matt's
think
mom
I've
joined
heard-
the show.
Wait, what was she talking? Were you guys talking about like Packer games or something? I feel like I was listening to an episode and you guys got into it a little bit.
Yeah, it was basically just Matt was convinced
No,
that his
we're-
parents loved the Packers as much as they loved Matt. And I
Yes.
said that you were insane, and she had to.
No, don't we start?
So we had to. We allowed her to defend her honor.
herself,
No,
yeah.
she wasn't listening though. You called her or
yeah.
texted her. Yes.
She does like work from her computer. She listens a lot.
Okay. Now, because here's the thing. My significant other does not listen to the show unless I'm playing it back. My kids like to listen to it. They think we're very funny. They enjoy it.
I would not play them the first segment of the second hour today.
I will self-edit different parts of the show.
Yeah.
Matt, does your significant other listen to the show regularly?
No.
No.
She'll see some of the clips we put on Twitter.
Yes. My wife does not see one. My wife will see, she's barely on social media, like barely on social media. So if I show her a clip.
Now, that being said, Jen's doctor, Dr. Robble,
Yes.
of
Stoughton Health.
Stoughton Health.
Orthoteam.com.
Wow, glad he knows where his wife works.
Honestly, I never want to go there. I never want to go there.
But if you did have
But
an
if I
injury,
did, they take
yes.
great care of me. I
Yes.
just hope it never comes to that.
Yes. There
So,
you go.
Yeah, they don't play the radio during surgeries, but Dr. Robble checks in.
They don't play but do they play music or anything during surgeries?
Yeah,
like they put that
sometimes.
in I've seen that in like TV shows where they fire up music.
I'm pretty
and
sure
You
the
have
sur-
to.
I think the
Well, it
surgeon
depends
gets
on the
to pick.
person.
It'd be weird, like, to not.
just to
If
hear
there's
skin
dead
being
quiet.
cut
Yeah,
open.
right. It
Like,
just,
just that wet noise of like skin being cut open and like it splits and everything.
That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I don't love it. I don't love that.
So if your wife
And like,
doesn't
you're, like
answer,
soldering
or
things, or it'd be like a.
Don't even get me going on that.
if your
I
wife
know the
doesn't
story.
listen
I
to the
was trying
show,
to see
why
if
do
you're
you
going to-
why do you censor your answers? Like about soulmates,
Yeah,
Because
So-
here's the thing.
remarriage.
Her mom will listen every once in a while. My mom listens.
So she has informants.
It'll still
Your
get
mom would
to
rat
her.
you out.
No, Mom, snitches get stitches.
No, don't we start?
No, I think Mom's got my back.
Just depends if you upset her. I would imagine that you know. At times, I feel like at least
I should probably call and check in. You know, it's Father's Day. Mom's probably feeling a little neglected. I'll probably call and check in just to make sure we're all good.
Yeah, make sure you're covered there. You don't want to.
Did you say it was Father's Day?
Not today.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, just recently.
What did you do? And Matt golfed not with his dad on Father's Day.
Oh, Dad was out of town. I bought him a little chartered fishing trip up at the cabin that he was at, and he caught like 10 walleyes.
So,
or
Molly,
whatever.
while we have you here, do you believe in soulmates?
I don't not believe in it.
Okay.
Like, I feel like everybody's requirement of a... My husband doesn't listen. Who are we kidding? But, like, everybody's requirement of a soulmate is different, right?
Yeah.
Like, your idea of a soulmate...
Well, I guess the
you
traditional
think there
idea of a
is one.
soulmate is there's one person in this world that is meant for you, and that is the person that you're supposed to be with for eternity because they match your soul. Like, that's a soulmate.
So you don't think you could have multiple souls that can match your soul?
Like, that's what I
But
think.
that's not the definition. I'm not saying if you're a good fit or if it can be, like, true. I'm not asking about love. Like, true love and all of that exists, and you can love, and there's only certain types of people you can love, but I think love and marriage is about timing is part of it. You can love someone and not have the right timing of it, but it's timing, it's place in life, it's your maturity levels, all these different things, and all that has to come together, and you have to love the person, so love can still be magical, and the relationship can be magical. It's just not soulmates, because how do you know your soulmate doesn't live in Tahiti?
I mean, I'm just lucky mine lives in Madison.
Right. That's my point. It seems super convenient. And again, I've said this before. My wife grew up in a different part of Wisconsin. I'd never been to my life. I was living in Florida forever. We happenstance met in Oregon area. And, like, that's still not soulmates. It was just right time. I mean, it's magical and it's all of those things, but it's not soulmates.
Don't you think you could have, like, friends that are your soulmates, too, though? No, and I don't mean that, like Strofe laughs because he's immature, but like, you know,
it's a lash out.
But I do think, and I guess you're right. Yours is more of a non-traditional definition because I think there's a way of like people connect. You can be able to instantly connect with people.
Wait, hold on. Do you, Molly? The reason I laughed is because it made it sound like you might be in love with your friend.
No, she meant
no. I mean, like,
you mean this completely platonically?
Yeah, like your friends are platonically.
Platonically.
Is it platonic?
That's how
platonic.
Platonic.
99% of the world.
No,
it's
platonic. Sounds like a pentatonics. I don't know, but like,
sounds like a bad video game drink.
Acapella group.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a gaming.
All right,
beverage.
Platonic.
Yeah, just like if you're like you and your like you and your friend have just like a
Like a
really
best friend,
great
yeah.
bond. You don't have to be together all the time. You might not even see each other for like a long time, and then when you come back together, it's like, oh my gosh, we get along so great still.
Honestly, I would.
So
You
me
know
and
what I
Jim
mean?
Rutledge
I
are
don't know.
soulmates.
There you go.
Possibly.
I would believe that. I would believe in love at first sight or that sort of instant connection more than soulmates. Of like, I do think people
by
either
your
click.
definition, it's hard to believe in soulmates, right? By your definition,
Right. Because I think that's the when people say soulmates. So like Molly, the way it sounds to me is like you believe more in like an instant connection that people have a connection that is made to each other with that is special. I'm saying is that to your point, you're kind of proving that you have that with you can have that with friends too, which means there's not one soul in this world that is destined for you, which I think is the general
what about
idea.
the
of soulmate.
idea that there is one that might be best?
One.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
that's this idea is like
billions
you're
of
finding,
people in this world.
Yeah,
You're gonna
exactly.
see.
There's billions of them. You don't think there might be one that's better than the rest of them?
Then why?
Potentially?
But why is it always close to you?
It's not. Like you said, love can happen and be magical and timing
But
and
it
everything
doesn't-
can work out. That doesn't mean that someone who's perfect for you isn't somewhere else.
So then, are you saying that
Yeah,
you're
so
not
you're
with your
saying-
soulmate?
I nailed it. I'm saying I nailed it. I'm just telling
so
you.
you just happen to be
that
within a 20-mile
there
radius.
might be a one person that fits that soulmate the best, like your idea of it.
Oh, man. JJ and Poinette chimes in. Because I've learned that platonic love can exist between two fully grown men. That's a quote from Wayne's World. Robin Madison asks, does Molly know what a best friend is? I think that's what you're kind of describing, is that...
Yeah, like
A soulmate can be a best friend.
yeah.
Yes, I think...
Not necessarily always, but they can be.
I do think souls can connect. I just don't think you have a singular.
Yeah, I think that's where I stand too. Is like I think
Oh,
you
yeah.
have multiple.
We're
and
saying there's a
different
best.
Because
phases
you're also
of your
kind of
life.
talking about, like, in your theory, Matt, as we get really deep into this, but it's smoky outside, so maybe we're just all partaking. Like, if you're really trying to get into this, you're kind of saying, like, there would be a grand design that you are always, when you were born, you're placed near your soulmate, and that's why you find them nearby you. Like, in that theory, you could go with that there's a grand design and you're placed within a perimeter of your soulmate, and that's why you're destined to find them, or they are placed in your life. That's a bit beyond what I can wrap my arms around. If you wanted to tell me that there are people that can connect, I think there's clearly people.
I think obviously connection is going to come a lot from upbringing and socio-ecological situations. Like
but that's not soulmate. Like, you're my
well,
soulmate.
No, but that, like,
we both went to college, and we both neither one of our parents were divorced.
Jim,
right? But that's
how are you going to say that? Like, how you are growing up and perceive the world does not affect.
But that's not a soul. That's not a soul. That's your.
Shout out to some of the moms on Instagram.
Your conscience is guided by.
No.
Your life, your
Have
soul.
you ever heard of nature versus nurture? You're talking about nature. Nurture would be
your environment around you.
Right, but that's not, nature would be soul.
Okay.
Like, nature would be your soulmate. Nurture would be, hey, we both have great parents, we both went to college, we both grew up in a similar area, and oh, by the way, our friends are all similar, and we all just happen to meet each other, and we have a connection. Out of 100 people in the area, you and I connect really well, and we are soulmates within the Madison area, and so we have each other, and it worked out, and we're happy. It doesn't mean
I'm sorry you didn't find your soulmate like me, Jim.
Just say you're my soulmate in this zip
I'm sorry.
You two need to make up.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Matt's just in his Matt, I don't know what is in his feelings about. Soulmates
my feelings about anything.
They don't exist. They do not exist.
Our buddy Jake Kokorowski from Badger Extra chimes in. Y'all are getting deep on today's show.
Yeah.
Rutledge is an idiot guy. I think we can talk ourselves into anything as humans. Soulmates not excluded. So I just say soulmates don't exist.
Yeah, and I just say you're wrong. That's fine.
He's just afraid of his wife.
Right. Because, or Matt Hamilton, out of the billions of people in the world, found the one within 20 miles of where he was born.
Maybe less.
Hey, Matt has
15.
traveled the world. Let's not neglect to say that. Matt has probably been to a lot more places than us three combined. So.
Alex Stroh.
Woo! Molly, in Matt's court.
Somebody's got to be.
Well, we could say Matt Hamilton, but I would say 90% of the people in the world happen to find their spouse very close to where they are.
Yeah, lucky.
Master
plan.
Grand design.
Yeah.
That's the term that you would be wanting to use there, Mr. Matt Hamilton, if you wanted to get theological about it. At Canopy Wealth Management, they take the time to truly get to know and understand the dynamics of your values, goals, and plans for your family, even if soulmate or not. No family fits a generic mold, and neither should your financial plan. At Canopy, their clients' financial goals are something they're constantly striving to help reach maximum potential, which is why they work solely in your best interest. You define your goals, and they work hard toward making them happen with their comprehensive financial planning. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Solely in your best interest.
There you go. Pull it. Homer talked about this on Scalzo and Brust. I want Homer's answers on it. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. After some flipped commitments and losing out on the state's top 5 prospects in the class of 2024, the reaction to Wisconsin football's recruiting continues. Former Badgers linebacker Chris Orr was on Rutledge and Hamilton on ESPN Madison earlier this week and said there's no reason to fret.
I think every program anywhere wants to lock down their state. You know, it sounds great on paper, but at the end of the day, you want to get the best 25 in. I don't think there's a need to panic. I don't know where the panic is coming from because, honestly, you just want people that fit the culture.
Pella's window and door design options are virtually limitless. Customize your order by August 31st and you could bundle and save big at PellaWI.com.
The original hard iced tea started in 2001 in Cincinnati, Ohio. For Twisted Tea, the dream was simple. Brew a refreshing tea with flavors everyone loves and add a twist. With endless styles such as half and half, blueberry, peach, mango, and raspberry, you can always keep it twisted. Find Twisted Tea near you at twistedtea.com/locations. America parties with tea. Must be 21 or older to enjoy.
Listen to Rutledge and Hamilton every Thursday at 2:45 for your chance to win a case of Twisted Tea's limited edition party pack. The summer party pack features the original half and half and peach flavors along with a new limited edition flavor, Twisted Tea Rocket Pop. The new style combines the flavors of the classic Rocket Pop popsicle, lemon lime cherry, and blue raspberry, punched up with a taste of authentic hard iced tea. Listen every Thursday at 2:45 for your chance to win some free beer, or in this case, some free Twisted iced tea. That's 2:45 every Thursday.
Matt Hamilton here to tell you about my friends at Revive Restoration. Nobody plans for accidents to happen, but when they do, you can count on Revive to be professional, efficient, and detail-oriented as they make things right again. Revive Restoration.
Mike Greenberg.
If you and I meet as adults, I shouldn't know when your birthday is, and you shouldn't know mine. Hahn was in here yesterday. Alan Hahn, it was his birthday. You know who didn't tell me that? Alan Hahn. Cam just said to me as we're coming out of break, give Bubba a birthday shout. Let's get that out there. Why? Like we talk about these things like we're still 9. Am I wrong? Who here thinks I'm wrong?
Greeny, weekdays noon to 2 on 100.5 ESPN. You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Carbon World Health.
To Rutledge and Hamilton, which you can hear 2 to 4 on 100.5 ESPN Madison. I'm fascinated to know Homer's answer to this. Do you believe in soulmates? Yes, 42%. No, 58%.
No, it's crap. It's made up crap. Soulmate. Well, what is that?
Homer went on to say basically...
old curmudgeons.
Homer went on to say basically no world is his wife's soulmate. She could have done so much better than him. So...
And that's probably true.
Matt, I don't, you've gone from, I don't want... You're just digging in your heels for whatever reason. Because you went from, I just don't want my wife to get mad at me to now you're trying to defend it. That soulmates exist.
Well, I mean, if I go ahead and say, continue this, it's just for my wife, and don't defend it at all, then she's going to obviously see through the charade.
There you go. He's Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge. Molly
Charade?
Brown with
Yeah,
you. Rutledge and Hamilton.
Did you ask your wife, when you guys had this conversation, did you go home and ask her, hey,
No,
do you
I'm
believe
not,
in soulmates?
not bringing this up. There's no reason to talk about this.
Maybe
because
you're the one that loves the idea of soulmates, but really she's just
when
no
she says
soulmates.
no, it's just going to crush me so much.
See, it's hard to figure because, your wife works in science. It's very much soulmates is very magical and very of the mystic.
Yeah, well, there's
because I think you're conflating love and even true love with soulmates, and I'm not doing that. True love and love can exist. I'm just saying there's not only one person in the world for you, Pollyanna. That's all I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not anti-love. I'm just anti-childhood fantasies. But if you do get in trouble, Mr. Matt Hamilton, Cinderella's not real. But also, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton is a great place to take someone if you do get in trouble. You can make up for saying that soulmates don't exist, or you could just treat yourself, treat your spouse, have a business meeting, go to the happy hour, say what's up to Kevin. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, great for any occasion. So, we did ask a poll question earlier, as we get a lot of messages on this, though. People have thoughts on the soulmates, but that's all right. We're going to move on to, because Matt Hamilton is just in his feelings about it now.
Yeah.
ESPN Madison, we asked, would you watch Hard Knocks if the Jets are the team? 58% of you say yes.
Yeah.
And then we also asked, I discovered something, Mr. Alex Strofe. You know why Matt has suddenly turned from going, I don't want Jen to be mad at me about soulmates, to soulmates exist, right?
I can't say I do, Jim.
Molly led us this direction. She said friends can be soulmates. Well, we asked the question here, will Matt Hamilton fall more in love or out of love with Aaron Rodgers after watching Hard Knocks? I think Matt Hamilton's soulmate is Aaron Rodgers. And
it's 4 nights of complete darkness.
59% of you say that Matt will fall more in love with his soulmate, Aaron Rodgers. Tell us about the time you guys met.
It's all making sense.
No,
now.
please share the story about your first time having an interaction with Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Share it with us, Matt. I want to know this origin of this soul.
Tell us how you guys locked eyes.
Yeah, this soulmate love story between you and Aaron.
Well, I was out of the golf tournament. I did not make the cut, so I was caddying for John Schuster, and all of a sudden I feel a tap on the shoulder. I'm on the driving range, and it's some caddy. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, you're the gold medalist? I'm like, yeah, me and this guy. He's like, are you the one from Wisconsin? I said, yeah. He goes, Aaron Rodgers wants to meet you. I was like, oh, shut up. Very excited. So I go walk over to the end of the driving range where Aaron Rodgers is warming up. I have the medal, so I let him see the medal. He puts it on. We take a photo, which is awesome. He asked to see it.
It was consensual.
Yeah, he wanted to see the medal. But then I go out and I'm like, you know what? I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna want to be my best friend if I tell him, you know what? I'm competitive too. Keep practicing for your round and maybe I'll see you later. He really appreciated that. He got back to hitting golf balls. I went through, I looped for Schuster, caddied for him. And at the end of the round, I see Aaron Rodgers walking into the clubhouse and there's like a little players section, right? Where you just hang out, there's food and drinks and stuff. And as he's walking in there, he's signing autographs. I'm kind of walking in that direction and he goes, hey Matt, let's go inside. So I was like, that's pretty cool. He just shouted me out from across
How did that make you feel emotionally?
I felt like the belle of the ball. I felt like the prettiest girl on the cheerleading squad. And the Greeny said.
How big was your smile?
It was awesome. I was ear to ear.
Yeah.
Ear to ear.
I had very, very smooth.
How many times?
So yeah, and then we went in, and honestly, I had zero courage to contribute to any conversation that was going on in there, and I basically just hung out with
You
him
were a
and his
wallflower?
boys. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was asked a question and brought into the conversation, but I never asserted myself into the conversation like I do on this show. So it was good. It was a lot of fun, and he seemed like a super normal guy. We were just having some beers, hanging out, just talking about our golf round.
Did he give you butterflies?
No, I didn't quite get butterflies, but I knew he was the one.
A little bit.
Once he invited me into the players' lounge,
Did you blush a little bit when he called you over?
I was like, stop. I was like, get out.
Get the vapors. Matt, I think I have to.
I said, I do declare it's getting warm in here.
I think I have to take back my thoughts on soulmates. I think you found yours in Aaron Rodgers.
I found two.
Your one, Aaron Rodgers.
And my wife.
I think you found your soulmate. They're singular.
And nothing that he does will ever make you stop loving him.
Yes. Yeah. I believe a really sappy romantic movie said love never means you have to say you're sorry. So Aaron's never had to say he's sorry to you.
And he's never said sorry.
And he doesn't have to.
And he doesn't have to.
Because
I know he's sorry. He doesn't have to say it.
And look, he's from California. You're from Wisconsin. He's in New York now, but you had that connection.
Yeah.
And it's
almost like star-crossed lovers.
Your soul found each other. You found each other on a random golf course that only
in
celebrities
South Carolina.
were invited to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Matt, this has been Rutledge and Hamilton.
Speaking of guys of a similar socio-ecological economical status.
Yes. This has been Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by the People's Beer, Coors Light.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon